I'm Blind Mike, and this is a Kirk Minahan Show investigation. Many of you have heard the tales of Steve Robinson's trip to Red Robin, or whatever it is that he called it.
It's called Burgers and Brews. They don't call it Red Robin.
Robinson claims that this burger came with 5 French fries at a place that notoriously has bottomless French fries.
They gave me 5 fucking French fries. Yeah, the burger was good. Yeah. But
they gave you the steak fries, right?
Yeah, they gave me 5 of them.
But frankly, something about this story just didn't add up to me. We heard Steve Robinson's side, but we went looking for the truth. Something about Robinson's story didn't quite add up, so we went straight to the source. Burgers and Brews, Gourmet, out here in Woburn, Massachusetts. Now, you may look at the sign that sits atop this building and say, case closed. Robinson was correct. But this reporter thinks there's more to this story than meets the eye. Now, I'm not familiar with this Gourmet Burgers and Brews establishment, but it seems to me that if that were really the name of the place, why would there be a Red Robin sign atop the building? Red Robin's very familiar logo, and quite sizable. It seems passers-by to this establishment would notice it was a Red Robin almost immediately. We've now been seated inside the Red Robin. We did our great investigating outside, the perimeter, clearly covered in Red Robin signage. However, I will say one point in Steve Robinson's favor. When we came in, we asked the hostess for an interview. She declined. Now, is this part of a cover-up on Red Robin's behalf, or was she simply afraid of the wrath that could be fired down upon her if Steve Robinson finds out that people have been talking? This is the Red Robin menu, presumably the same one that Steve Robinson allegedly read. Now you may notice the Red Robin insignia in the corner here. But it's also important to note that on every page at the bottom of the menu, it notes bottomless fries. While waiting for our meal, my cameraman and I may have stumbled onto something that cracks this case wide open, an unexpected detail. Sitting here, breaking bread, shooting the shit, if you will, we hear the signature sound of Red Robin, where a voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, Red Robin, yum.
Red Robin, yum.
The fact that they say Red Robin before the yum, another dead giveaway that this is in fact a Red Robin. Steve Robinson claimed he received 5 fries from Red Robin. Now I've removed my delicious looking burger from the plate to count exactly how many fries I received. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shall I keep going, people? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fries.
I'm gonna get you another Diet Coke, too.
Oh, thank you so much for the extra fries.
You may notice, folks, I'm not even done with my burger, let alone even close to starting into my fries. But we've already been brought a second plate of fries. Delicious fries here from the people at Red Robin. And as I'm eating, I notice as I get closer and closer to the bottom, they make note of the fact that there are in fact bottomless fries here. I assume this is to avoid anyone wondering whether or not they will give you more fries and what the expense will be if doing so. Yet another strike against SE. Multiple Red Robin employees were scared to talk to us. Luckily, we found one woman who was at the scene of the crime on the day that Steve Robinson claimed to have gone into Gourmet Burgers and Brews. We are here with Debbie, our lovely waitress today. Debbie, let me ask you, how do you typically greet customers?
Hi, welcome to Red Robin. My name's Debbie.
And is that a pretty standard, you say that to all customers usually?
You're kind of supposed to, because I try to find out if they've been here or not before,
Right.
so I'd usually be like, oh, is this your first time here, or You're part of our royalty program, so.
Have you ever encountered anyone that thinks the establishment is called Burgers and Brews or Gourmet Burgers and Brews?
No, I mean, it's called Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews.
And you think they do a pretty good job of advertising that it is called Red Robin?
Yeah, with the big red robin. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You offered us bottomless fries pretty early on in our meal. You offered us a refill. Is that pretty standard?
Yes.
You always do that with customers?
Yes.
Right. So if a customer was upset with the amount of fries they got, you would say it's kind of on them after they're immediately offered more fries, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
And usually, too, if I see they get like a small amount, I would usually say, I already put in a basket of fries for you.
Okay, so that's standard.
Yeah.
You typically do that. And would you say it's pretty well advertised, the bottomless fries deal here at Red Robin?
Yeah, they love to be like, bottomless fries, like, yeah.
Right, they love it.
They love to sell on that, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen this gentleman before? His name is Steve Robinson. Does he look familiar to you? Perhaps last Tuesday?
Yeah, he does kind of look familiar.
He does look familiar.
Sat at the bar.
He sat at the bar.
So he must have sat with me.
Yes,
All right, so.
he may have.
So what, did I not give him good service, or?
Well, let me ask you, do you feel a guy like that, is that a guy you would give good service to, or you would kind of slough him off, give him maybe 4 or 5 fries?
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, of course not. Why would you?
I wouldn't.
What
if I
would be
was,
the motivation?
No, I'm usually pretty nice to all my guests. That's kind of the point.
Right.
That's kind of my job. But
Now-
he does look for, yeah, he definitely had me then.
He does look familiar.
So I didn't give him enough fries? Is that what
He
it is?
claims there were only 4 fries, or 5 fries, let me get the record straight, and that he was not, he didn't get the appropriate amount of fries that he felt he deserved.
Okay, so I don't think it was him. It was somebody else that said the same thing one time. Everything's measured in here, but that's why I say, oh, would you like more fries? Because you can have like 75 baskets if you want.
Right. Now, while you were talking there, the very distinctive Red Robin sound of Red Robin Yum played. How often would you say that plays through the course of a day?
Annoyingly enough, all the time.
Every half hour, hour?
Every hour, I would say.
Every hour. So you would say in the time span of one meal, it plays at least once.
Yes.
Would you say that should be a red flag in someone's mind that this is in fact a Red Robin?
I would think it would be, yeah.
At checkout, it asks you if your server offered you a bottomless fry and the quality of the server. We are giving Debbie a top-notch rating for doing an amazing job, as I'm sure she does with all her customers, including one Steve Robinson. So what have we really learned here today? We've learned that Red Robinson almost excessively advertises the name of the establishment. We've learned that they introduce themselves as Red Robin when you enter the building and when you sit down. We have learned that they will serve you, frankly, too many fries, if you ask me. What we have not figured out is why Steve Robinson would slander this good company's name. This journalist is looking for more answers, but until then, I think we can safely say, dinner is served. It may be wise to ask if Steve Robinson can miss such clear signs of something as simple as bottomless fries. What is he missing in his role as producer of the Kirk Minahan Show?